Hey everyone, I'm so excited to share that today we are announcing Webhaus, a full-service website agency that had a funny backstory. And so we're here to share that story with you. I'm here with Vonni and Sam. Hey Von, why don't you kick us off with some background and context why Webhaus exists today?
Very happy to. To give you guys a bit of background and context, we go way back all as friends. We started going to, this is actually a really cool project Auri had. We were at this community called 530 Club.
Wow, that is a long time back.
Where we would wake up and be at a cafe 5:30 in the morning every morning, working on our visions, working on our dreams. Ori actually gave me the environment to kick off and start an agency that I run today called Vonni Media. And excitingly, as part of that process, and obviously being all friends together, Ori came and worked for Vonni Media for quite a number of years. And it was very clear to myself and also to Sam that Ori had a few very distinct interests that were very clear. And one of those was the importance of a well-functioning, very high quality, but easily converting website. And that is something that still stands very true to this day. And I think for the few years that he was at Vonni Media before he went and flew off from the nest, and we'll speak about that in a moment around what he went and did next. It was something where he went from strength to strength in all that he could in the business that we were in, but ultimately Vonni Media wasn't set up for him to be able to continue developing that skill set and that interest in websites. And so as a next stage and step, Ori then went off and did some freelance work when it came to website design and building a client base. And then equally, and I guess even more excitingly so, got a role at a company and a marketing firm where they specialized in high converting website design and implementation, which was the most perfect way and training ground for Ori to get all of the skills and further that passion under a really amazing team. And so I guess to kind of fast forward to today, it was probably around 6 months ago now that he really wanted to have a chat with Ori because he knew how passionate Ori was in this space. And equally, we could see the vision of how many more people could be helped with Ori leading the charge when it comes to the product and to the vision, and then how we wanted to kind of build quite a number of different agencies and a big, larger group that was going to achieve so much for clients. And web is a very integral and important part of that process.
Auri is a German engineer at heart. You'll speak to him. It's all about function, structure, effectiveness, speed, efficiency. And it's just the one thing I think is missing in the web world right now. There's a lot of conversation around design and feel. And it's like, we're moving to a world where agents read your website. And so you need to be able to be fast. You need to be able to be nimble. You need to be able to be hyper personalized, efficient, effective. And we were seeing it through the projects with Ori while he was freelancing and working elsewhere. I was like, we need this and our clients need this. And lo and behold, we've been working with clients now for a few months in a formal capacity, and the response has been incredible. The experience is what we set out to achieve, which is like, this shouldn't make you burn out your teams to redo anything on your website. It was always this massive lift. We spend all this money on marketing and it's going to be more. And then we forget about 50% of the problem because we haven't touched the website since 2019. And guess what? Agents didn't exist in 2019. They didn't exist in 2023. Like, if your website was done before 2023, you haven't considered how your website is read. And that's how the world works now. And so I just see this like, it's a no-brainer to me. And it was a Monday morning. Von and I like trying to get ahead of the world on a public holiday last year. And it was like 6 a.m. We're sitting in the office. I was like, we need a web team. We need web in the Vonni Group. Like, this doesn't work without web. And so I texted Ori at 6, or it was in the office by 7, put it forward to him, and he went, oh dear, this is
Something to think about.
something to think about. And so, yeah, we've spent the last 6 months pulling this together, making sure it's right, making sure we really know what we're offering, making sure that we have a very clear problem that we solve.
Yeah.
I think Webhaus is set up so well to just be the go-to partner for people who are looking for a web partner who can work with them, particularly marketers. I think marketers will get the most value out of this. And Ori's run more Google Ads campaigns than most marketers in Australia, so he understands the marketing side. I think that is a blessing, a skill, because conversion is everything and messaging is super important. So been really fun. It's also really fun to have Auri back in the office. I feel like I still find things in our systems that have got Auri's signature in them hidden somewhere with a little note that says with his SOPs that he wrote in 2021. Auri was also the brains behind Creator, setting all that system up, which has become one of the biggest networks of creators in Australia. So just, I mean, they say stack the odds in your favor, and I feel like this deck is loaded.
I like that, Sam. It's a good way to posture it.
It's been fun going through the different roles and meeting so many people along the way, and being with Vonni Media for 4 years. That was a real career start for me, because coming from the engineering world and then moving into digital marketing was a complete shift. Really enjoyed the whole space and how fast it's moving, and especially now in the last 2 years, how AI has just changed everything again. And so that's really exciting, and there's a lot of experimentation going and a lot of things that we're building that will take a lot of website headaches away. And the last 2 years I spent, as you said, with a marketing firm, and learned a lot about end-to-end website project delivery and strategy and copywriting, and the process with design and development. And traditionally the process is lengthy, and there are a lot of different people that need to be involved in a website project, because there are a lot of different skills that come together. You have strategy, mapping out what the sitemap and the structure will look like, and what the site is actually there for. And then you have copywriters that nail the messaging. You have creative people that do the design, and then you have technical people doing development, and you have other technical people doing SEO and all that stuff. And then you have nerds that are maintaining all that stuff, and trying to put everything together is really difficult. And I think that's why the website or the industry has had a bad reputation in that. But we're here to change it, and we're getting some really good traction, and it's actually a really fun, really exciting industry to be in. And if you're a marketing manager or business owner and your website is just causing headaches, you might be good at driving traffic, but traffic is pointless if it's not doing anything on your site. And so we're really excited to do our part in that sphere, and that's why Webhaus exists.
Yeah.
And so, give us a call. Give Auri a call. Don't give me a call. Website should be easy. Website should be easy. I've realized how much easier they can be, because we've been in that situation where we have not had that flexibility and strength and had that ability close. And having that person that I don't have to wait 6 weeks to get a response from is like, that is the standard in the web industry. It doesn't need to be that way. And so
it should be done.
it really does live our cultural values of service, helping the customer first. What has come in Vonni Media and what has set Vonni Media up is going straight into Webhaus. And it's the same heart, the same values, the same culture.
Yeah, same vision, just helping more people and helping people with the problems that they face. And I think having all that together, and we also have, like we said, a background of being all really great friends as well. It means that there's really high levels of trust and really radical candor in conversations. And we're all very vision led and after the same thing, just to help you guys. It's very exciting.
And I think one last thing, it's really important to understand it's built by marketers for marketers. There are a lot of website designers. They're really good at design, and they make everything pretty and sparkly, but their context is creative stuff. And we know that at marketers, we need to drive performance. And if you're a marketing manager, you know that as well. And yes, every role has their place, but Webhaus is built by marketers for marketers. And so I think keep that in mind. Of course, we make beautiful websites, but that is an expectation. It's a baseline. But really, we want to drive business outcomes for people, and do that in a fast, efficient, and amazing way.
German engineered way.
I was thinking the exact same thing. And then Webhaus as well, the HAUS is a lovely homage to Auri. Quite nice.
Build your site on a firm foundation.
There you go.
It's a nice way to...
There's the copywriting skill coming out. All right, we'll see you guys soon.